So now we're moving on to the picadillo part of the empanadas, which is what we're going to stuff it with. And now I've got some ground beef just cooking in a pot right now, or a pan, with olive oil, sauteing. We have green bell peppers here, cut up, onions, and garlic in this cup over here. And we're just going to add it in with a can of diced tomatoes, seasoned with basil, garlic, and oregano, and a can of sauce. So basically what you want to do first is just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan and start sauteing your meat, making sure you break it up nice and ground. You don't want any of it to stick together. You're going to throw in your garlic and onions. On here. Give some good flavor. Mix it up real nice. Switch hands. You just keep it on the angle. That's basically all on there. And you want to add in some garlic salt with that and some cumin into here. Don't be too shy, just get it in there, it'll season it up real nice. Also some ground cumin. Not too much cumin, because it'll overpower if you put too much. It's definitely a strong spice. Get our green bell peppers in here. Pick up any pieces that aren't too fine and give it some real good flavoring. And just come in. Oh, you're close right here?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna put in our can of diced tomatoes. You only want half a can in this. Full can is just too much. It'll go to waste. Oops. That's a full can. Oops. a little happy with that. It's alright. Probably seems like a pretty weird mixture a little bit. I get a full can of just a small can of tomato sauce. And get in some cooking wine. And you want to probably set this up to high, because what's going to happen is all this liquid in here, you're going to want to really get that to boil down some. And also the meat, you're going to want it to turn red, which it will do once it starts to boil a little bit. And just occasionally, once it begins to boil, you just... Now that we've gone ahead and boiled this down a little bit, as you can see here, it's got that reddish tint to it now. Tomato sauce is really flowing through it. It smells delicious as well. We are almost ready to call this good. What we have to do now is let it cool, and we're going to strain it a little bit Because all the liquids on top, we want to get rid of it. You don't want it to be too wet, it's going to rip the empanadas. And you also don't want it to be warm, so we're going to have to let this cool down either in the fridge overnight. You can use it as leftovers, whatever you want. In addition to empanadas, you're able to put this just with rice. You can put it with black beans and rice. You can put this with basically anything. This is a really good recipe and definitely tasty. You can eat it straight. That's what you like. Now we're just going to remove this from the heat. Turn it off and just let it cool for a few. Generally what I like to do is strain it in a metal strainer like so. It's got real small perforations in it. Definitely none of the meat leaks out, just the liquids. And what I want to do is just put it in here and take your spatula and you can push down on it, squeeze the water out the edges. You could also move it around a little bit, let it drain. You don't want the meat too dry, but at the same time you don't want it too wet. If it's too dry, you're not going to like it. It's going to be chalky tasting and without flavor. If it's too wet, it's going to rip the dough and you're not going to have anything but a mess eaten. So now that our meat's done, we're going to go ahead and strain it. And so we finished straining our picadillo meat. And now this is what we have left of it. You can see the peppers and the garlic, the onions in there. And tomato sauce, it's got a nice orange color to it. We're ready to begin rolling out our dough and hopefully we're ideally stuffing these empanadas and with this dough. You want to let the dough warm up for probably 15-20 minutes beforehand. Make sure it almost reaches room temperature. Otherwise, when you go to roll it out, it's going to shrink. It's going to be very difficult for you to wrap it.